Hello, this is Opinion Radar, and today I'm diving into a tool that promises to change the way we think about on-the-go illumination. The Klein Tools 56074 is positioned as a rugged, feature-rich flashlight aimed at tradespeople and outdoor enthusiasts alike. In this video, I'll walk you through why this particular model has caught my attention, what expectations I had before testing it, and how it fits into a typical work bag or weekend pack. We'll look at its build quality, usability, and overall value at its $51 price point, while keeping an eye on the practical details that matter most when you're on a job site or out in the field. So grab a seat, and let's get started with the first impressions that set the tone for the deeper review ahead. From the moment I slipped the Klein Tools 56074 into my pocket, I could tell this was more than a typical keychain flashlight. The unit packs 3 distinct brightness settings plus a turbo burst that pushes the output up to a blinding 1000 lumens, enough to illuminate an entire workshop or guide me through a power outage without missing a step. A built-in floodlight spreads a wide, even wash, while a side-mounted LED offers a focus beam for detailed work. The inclusion of a Class 2 green laser adds a precise pointing capability that is surprisingly bright for its size. All of this is housed in a compact, aluminum body that feels solid yet lightweight, and a USB-C port makes recharging as simple as plugging in a phone. In short, the design balances raw output with everyday practicality, which is exactly what I look for in an everyday carry EDC tool. Day to day, the flashlight has become my go-to companion on construction sites, in utility closets, and even when I'm camping out under a starlit sky. The magnetic base on the rear snaps securely to any steel surface, freeing my hands for tasks like tracing pipe runs or tightening a loose bolt while the beam stays fixed on the target. I've mounted it on a ceiling rafters while sorting a tangled mess of wires, and the combination of a bright frontal beam and the green laser allowed me to pinpoint a specific conduit from several feet away, without having to climb a ladder. The USB-C charger fits neatly in my tool bag, and because the battery holds a charge for multiple days of intermittent use, I rarely worry about a dead light in the middle of a job. Its slim profile means it slips into a pocket or a belt pouch without adding bulk, which is a small but vital advantage when space is at a premium. The strengths of the Klein Tools 5607 for quickly outweigh any minor quirks. First and foremost, the brightness is astonishing for a device that fits in a shirt pocket. The turbo mode floods a room with enough light to read a newspaper from across the room, while the lower settings conserve power during longer inspections. Battery longevity is another surprise. After a full USB-C charge, I've logged more than 30 hours of mixed mode use before the indicator dipped, meaning the unit can sit idle for weeks and still start up at full strength. The magnetic rear isn't just a gimmick. It holds firmly to panels, ladders, and even the metal frame of my car trunk, providing a true hands-free solution. Build quality feels premium, with a machined aluminum housing that resists scratches and the occasional bump without showing wear. Finally, the inclusion of a green laser at Class 2 power gives a precise, low-visibility pointer that's perfect for marking targets in low-light environments without blinding colleagues. Where the unit falls short are the small ergonomic details that a seasoned professional expects. The lack of a dedicated lock means the front and side LEDs can be unintentionally toggled when the flashlight is jostled in a bag, forcing a quick cycle through the modes to get the desired beam back, a minor annoyance during fast-paced jobs. Switching between the main headlight and the side light also requires a full scroll through the brightness steps, which can be a bit clumsy if you need an immediate side illumination. Some early users have reported that a handful of units developed a loose seam after only a few weeks, suggesting that quality control isn't flawless across the entire production run. Finally, the body, while compact, feels slightly bulky compared to ultra-slim EDC lights, and the laser, though green-tuned on paper, can appear more reddish on cheaper modules, a nuance that might matter to those who need precise color marking. One night on a job site, I was called to troubleshoot a flickering panel inside a cramped ceiling cavity. I slipped the Klein flashlight into my pocket, clipped it to my shirt, and let the magnetic base anchor to the steel joist overhead. With the turbo setting, I flooded the dark space, instantly revealing a loose wire that was sparking intermittently. I then switched to the side light, still bright enough to see the details, while the green laser traced a line across the conduit, allowing the electricians on a ladder to follow my markings without climbing up themselves. The battery held steady throughout the hour-long repair, and when the power finally came back on, the light's bright beam confirmed the fix before I packed it away. That seamless transition from a high-intensity spotlight to a precise pointing tool is exactly why I keep this unit in my travel bag, ready for the next unexpected outage. Putting all the pieces together, the Klein Tools 56074 feels like a well-balanced blend of power, versatility, and portable convenience that justifies its $51 price tag. If you need a reliable source of light for everyday carry, a magnetic hand-free mount for on-the-fly inspections, and a low-visibility green laser for precision pointing, this flashlight checks every box. Its battery endurance, robust construction, and intuitive USB-C charging keep downtime to a minimum, while the occasional need to cycle through modes and the occasional unit-to-unit quality variance are the only real drawbacks. For electricians, HVAC technicians, field service engineers, or even weekend campers who value a bright, rugged tool that won't weigh them down, I would recommend this model without hesitation. In my experience, it's the kind of gear that pays for itself the moment you rely on it to get the job done. If you found this light as illuminating as we did, smash that like button and subscribe for more tool talk. Let's keep the beam steady on new gear reviews. Your next bright find is just a click away. Thanks for watching, stay powered up, and ready to tackle any job ahead today.